चलो रिवाइज करते हैं. डिस्टिंग्विश टेस्ट इन ऑर्गेनिक केमिस्ट्री. First of all, we have iodoform test for methyl ketones like acetone, ethanol, propane to all ethanol. We get yellow precipitate CHI3 with antiseptic smell. We have for phenol FeCl3 test in which we get purple color. Then bromine water test in which we get white PPT. 2, for DNP test is for aldehyde as well as ketone, also called Brady's test. It is for carbonyl group. We get yellow or orange PPT. For aliphatic as well as aromatic aldehyde, and also HCOH, we have silver mirror test or Tolan test. Ketone doesn't give this test, but glucose alpha hydroxyketone give this test. Phallic solution CuSO4 and Rochelli salt, which is alkaline sodium potassium tetrate. It is only given by aliphatic aldehydes containing compounds, and we observe brick red PPT of Cu2O, glucose formic acid. Also give this test. Now skiff test. In this we use rosaline, fustian, or which is of pink color. SO2 passed and solution become colorless, and when it become pink then it shows aldehyde presence in the compound. If I talk of carboxylic acid, then sodium bicarbonate NaHCO3 test in which we observe brisk effervescence and CO2 is released and which turn lime water milky. Tolan and Phallic no. So these are tests for alcohol. First one is sodium metal test. Phenol also give brisk effervescence in this. And second we have Lucas test, which contain concentrated HCl and ZnCl2. 3 degree alcohol give immediate turbidity, 2 degree give turbidity in 5 to 10 minutes, and 1 degree no turbidity at room temperature. Also there is oxidation test in which KMnO4 turns purple to colorless and K2Cr2O7 turns orange to green. For amines, we have Heisenberg test in which 1 degree amine gets soluble in alkali and 2 degree insoluble and 3 degree no reaction. Benzene sulfonyl chloride is used. And for amine, there is one more test called carbalamine test, also isocyanide test, RNH, in which we only 1 degree amine saw this and foul smell comes. Now let's go deep and learn about these all type of test. Like Heisenberg test, we can clearly see here, and diethyloxylate is also one of the test. Mustard oil give 1 degree amine yellow PPT, and diethyloxylate 1 degree amine solid, 2 degree amine liquid, and 3 degree amine gas. Mustard oil test, we get this mustard oil 1 degree amine only. Some other tests for amines are Lieberman nitroso test, 1 degree NH2 N2 release, 2 degree NH yellow layers, and 3 degree nitrogen no reaction. Solubility in aqueous HCl, fractional distillation. Heisenberg test, we have done this. Diethyloxylate also done. Mustard oil test also done. Carbalamine test 1 degree, foul smell also done. Now litmus tests are red to blue color. One test is also there, azodie test, and by the reaction of this, methyl orange preparation take place. Also remember test for haloalkane. AgCl is white PPT, AgBr is pale yellow PPT, and AgI is yellow PPT. Ethers react with cold H2SO4, especially at high temperature, forming alkyl hydrogen sulfates which are soluble in water, indicate ether cleavage. So now let's also discuss about methyl orange and phenolphthalein test. Methyl orange is for strong acid and weak base, and phenolphthalein test is for strong base and weak acid. In acidic medium it becomes colorless, and in basic medium it converts to pink. Now let's talk for test for alcohol and phenol in detail. For alcohol we have active metal test, Lucas test, in which 3 degree OH intermediate white turbidity. This one is also important, Victor Meyer test, that trick is RBC. 1 degree OH red color, 2 degree OH blue color, 3 degree OH colorless. Now acylation, and this one is also important, steric ammonium nitrate test, that is CAN test, in which we get red color, can we get red. Now let's go for phenol. We have active metal test, solubility test, litmus test from blue to red, and we have bromine water test, in which we get white PPT. Also we have phenolphthalein indicator test and Lieberman nitroso GRB test, and most important, neutral FeCl3 test, in which we get violet color. Now we have Tolan test, Fehling test, and Skiff test. Chart as follows. All tests are covered. Thank you.